But on top of all that, if like I could make an extra 60,000 a year for, let's say, Boogie's been online for 15 years, so that's 600,000 plus another three, like 900,000 on an aggregate. Let's just say an extra $900,000. I could buy a house. I could go on a cruise. I could do a million different things. Literally a million different things I could do. But like, nah, Boogie just blew all the money on, things, tried to invest it in crypto. That didn't work out. Right now, I have $10 invested in Darden stock because I don't expect Darden to go away. But I'm going to look it up and see if it changed. Cash App actually lets you invest in buy like fractions of stock. It's down 37 cents today. So that's not fun, but I'm gonna just leave it there because Darden does pay dividends and all of that. So I'm gonna just leave it and see what happens. Other sources of income I got TikTok, but that doesn't pay much. I think I've made $4,000 on there since 2020 total, which ain't much, including $753 in a month once, which was really nice. I got Cameo, which I've made about 70 bucks on. I got probably going to start doing Uber soon. I'm working on making this work. I'm hoping to reach the 4,000 hours of watch time over the next 6 to 7 weeks, but I don't know. I'm at 1,000. I'd like to get to. I need 3,000 more, basically. So yeah, there's that. Okay, yeah, wow. Even with this updated webcam on the actual computer, it's still not great. I'm going to continue using my regular webcam, but I just got the new computer and I'm working on a setup. And Boogie got fired from Lolcow Live. Literally, Keem, he wanted DSP, Boogie2988, and Wings of Redemption. He got Boogie2988, Wings of Redemption, Tommy C. Nicholas Diorio, I think, isn't allowed on Lolcow Live anymore. And he was supposed to be a farmer. But anyway, Boogie got fired from the podcast specifically made for Boogie. Keemstar made this podcast for Boogie2988, and he got fired. And the cancer isn't what the faking cancer, where he said, "Yeah, my doctor never told me I had cancer." That whole thing isn't what got him fired. It's the crypto scam because the crypto scam led to all of the rest of this stuff. And then he's just like, "Oh, yeah, I needed to do XYZ thing to get my things to pay my medical bills and all of that." And it's like, "What? Boogie, no, you didn't." And CoffeeZilla even said he could have gotten through the month without the crypto scam because the podcast pays his mortgage. And his mortgage is 2 grand a month. And if the podcast pays his mortgage, that's the thing. Like the podcast paying his mortgage. I'm gonna look at Locale Live on Social Blade real quick. So actually, first I'm going Social Blade. First I'm gonna pull up me because my numbers aren't accurate because I just deleted a bunch of videos. But for me, it says I get 77,317 views total, which yeah, that makes about sense with everything that I've deleted. But I've had negative 3.121 million in the last 30 days. So my daily averages are minus 107,000, weekly minus a quarter, 3/4 of a million in the last 30 days, obviously. Today I've had 565. Okay, 2,300 yesterday. Sunday there's no day. Obviously I have the data from my analytics, but like, with him. Then I'm going to go look at Boogie298 and, oh, the estimate of earnings. I'm not in the YouTube monetization program. So 24 cents to $4. Anywhere between a couple of pennies to $10 is what it estimates I would get paid if I were in the YouTube creator like monetization program. So like let's just say it was $5 a day. Unlock five times no times 28 because that's 140 bucks a month times 12. So like 1,700 extra bucks. That's enough for me to take a cross country train trip in coach round trip or get 3 USA, 4 USA rail passes and do a bunch of train trips. Now let's look at Boogie, like actual Boogie. I'll look at Boogie's numbers. 935,024,825 views. 1,153,000 over the last 30 days, which is up 72.8%. So nobody has any data from the 6th, it looks like, but 80,000, 33,000, 58,000, 24, 38, 65, 106, 68, 54, 47, 80. So, and today there's no data, and actually it looks like his subscriber count went up today. But he lost 10K on Wednesday. Obviously, that's just when it went down. So, anywhere from $8 to 425 on the max, but it looks like maybe about 150 bucks a day Boogie makes from the YouTube when he's actually making content and is in news. So 28 is 4,200 times 12, about 50 grand. About 50 grand. And take away 22 grand or 24 grand for the mortgage, and yeah, we got a problem. Because mortgage being 24 grand a year does lead to a problem when you're only making 50. But allegedly, he gets paid 2 grand a month from Local Live. Local Live has 1,578,000 video views. Or no, I'm sorry. Has 5,634,280 video views with 977,000 of them coming in the last 30 days and almost three-quarters of a million coming in the last week. And it is monetized. And its highest it's estimated is at $973, which was yesterday, when it had 250,000 views, but that was when Boogie was getting fired. And they're live again today. Daily average is about 32,000 weekly. So it's saying that the daily average is between 8 and 130, so let's call it 100. So 2,800. I don't But then you got to remember there's the super chats and all of that, and the ads, and the fact that they run on Twitch and all of that. So Local Live is definitely making good money, and I could definitely see them being able to beat Boogie's mortgage. And if he would definitely expect to see him be able to make his mortgage, be able to make the money, and not need to do the crypto scam. Because crypto scams not great. But if you would just make content, like you'll notice on my channel, I usually try to make a video every morning predicting the sports. Now you'll notice that hasn't happened since Sunday, and the reason for that is there's no reason to try to predict an all-star game. It's impossible. It's an all-star game. And there weren't any games on Monday, and there weren't any games yesterday and today, and there may have been WNBA games, but I do not care about the WNBA. Like Caitlin Clark, okay, cool, whatever. She's a person who exists that plays the WNBA. And that's not to say I don't care about women's basketball. I'll watch women's college basketball every once in a while. It's just the WNBA, like the NBA, is boring. It's just boring. College basketball, more passion, more energy, more just like people doing. But yeah. But if Boogie came on here 3 times a week, did a 10 to 15 minute video each time. Let me look at his actual channel. If he didn't delete it. He didn't. So Francis Trolls fans at Southeast Game Exchange got him over 100K views, but that's not his Boogie Confronts Turkey Tom got 23K views. That was last year. I Can't Go Home, My Origin Story. That's a video from 9 months ago that got 36K. But let's look at his most recent videos. 117K 8 days ago, 65K 2 weeks ago, 72K 3 weeks ago, 82K a month ago. So let's just extrapolate that to 200. That's about 300,000 over 4. So 75,000 views a video on average. with a low of 65K and a high of 117K. So like 75,000 video views per video. Let's just say because he posts more content than that, he only gets 40,000, but he does it 3 times a week. 3, 6, 9, 12 would get him almost a 500,000 video views a month. And a 500,000 video views a month would be 2,500 to 3,500 according to the Google AI, but the average creator earns between 1 and 3 cents per view, with most creators making around 1.8 cents per view or $18 per 1,000 video views, which is $50 to $70 per 10K, per million views 5 to 7K, which, like, that would be amazing. But let's say hypothetically I made 5K a month for just a year. Just a year. What could I do with that? That's 60 grand. They say that creators need to have about $60,000 in order to support themselves without having another job, which I would love to be able to do that someday, but that's more a thing when I'm retired. Right now I'm in school and all of that stuff. And once that happens, once I retire, if I'm a creator and I'm still making some income, that would be great because I could use my retirement. With the job that I'm going into, I should be able to get a pension. I'll definitely qualify for Social Security if it still exists when I retire, because I already qualify for Social Security with the amount of work I've done. Right now, my Social Security wouldn't be high, but once I start making more money, it'll be a lot higher, which will be good.